This is News You Can Use.
Seasons change. The last 8 months represented the most significant downturn in the history of housing sales. 2 years of unprecedented increases in housing prices in 2020 and 2021 were followed by a record increase in interest rates in the summer of 2022. The combination of historic price increases followed by a historical interest rate increase had a significant impact on affordability for potential homebuyers. The combination turned the typically hot summer season in 2022 in housing into a brutal winter season. It just came early for our industry, and we've all felt this bitter cold. But seasons change. We were hopeful at the start of this year that the winter season in housing would quickly thaw. But then, right when interest rates were starting to go down, Punxsutawney Phil, that famous groundhog, saw his shadow, promising 6 more weeks of winter. And right on cue, we had an unprecedentedly good jobs report, not good for rates, and bad CPI numbers, not good for rates, that indicated the CPI numbers. Like winter, CPI inflation would be sticking around just a bit longer. Well, mortgage rates, they began to rise again, crossing back over 7 last week. As a result, mortgage applications from home buyers have been falling for the past 3 weeks, and last week they hit a 28-year low, according to the Mortgage Bankers Association. But seasons ultimately do change. The good thing about hitting a 28-year low is there's only one way to go: back up. While the national mortgage picture remains a bit gloomy, as I drove in this morning here in Atlanta, I saw the first signs of spring. Those little dogwood blossoms popping up all over the Southeast, and the pollen on your car. At Supreme Lending, applications last week, they were the best we've seen in 6 months. It appears that we're starting to see at Supreme Southeast a thaw, and spring is on the horizon for our company in this industry. Well, get ready over the next couple weeks to hear a lot about interest rates. This week, Chairman Powell, he testifies before Congress for 2 days. Along with a fresh jobs report number, which will be this Friday, there are going to be a lot of numbers circulating around that will affect all of us because they'll affect interest rates. We don't want you to simply try and crunch the numbers yourself to make the best plans for yourself in 2023. And I don't want you relying on a groundhog seeing their shadow to try and predict when the winter season in our industry will finally come to an end. Instead, I want you to take advantage of this season just the way we have at Supreme Southeast, by getting better at what you do every single day. Instead of just complaining about the industry and the season that we're in, this cold winter season, we've been at Supreme Southeast, we've been working hard every day to get better. Our company-wide training camp has led to real improvements in all of our team's service and our speed, so that when spring and summer return in our industry, we'll be better positioned than ever to deliver the industry's best customer experience for both you and our shared customers. This past weekend, I sat down with John Gordon, author of the best-selling business fable, Training Camp: What the Best Do Better Than Everyone Else. We'll share part 1 of our discussion on Thursday, March 23rd at 3 p.m. at our Personal Professional Best program. In the meantime, I want to share with you one of John's 11 key principles outlined in the book. The best do ordinary things better than everyone else. John shares, for all of their greatness, the best aren't that much better than everyone else. They are simply a little better at a lot of things. They work hard to master the fundamentals. They don't do anything different. They just do the ordinary things better than everyone else. If all of us focus on our fundamentals, the blocking and tackling of our business, we can indeed shorten our current winter season and be better prepared to execute when the spring and the summer season arrive. And that's news you can use.